So what's important to know about the smart bike is it's a lot more than aerodynamics. Aerodynamics is a very important and innovative part of the project, but it's only a small part of the project. We're measuring everything from aerodynamics to the efficiency of the rider, to his position on the bike, to his fit, to how well he's steering, to how well he's manipulating the bike, to physiological things such as his lactate, his heart rate variability. And we're taking that data. What's very unique about this system is we're taking all that data and all those data systems and we're bringing them all into one, and we're correlating the data so that you can look at how does fit affect aerodynamics, how does fit affect power production, how does power production affect aerodynamics. So it's a 360-degree view of the data, which is something that's very unique and no one else is doing right now. There are over 20 sensors on the bike and on the rider, and they're positioned throughout the bike. So on the front of the bike, for example, you have a wind sensor, temperature, barometric pressure sensor, and these things are used to calculate the speed of the wind, which is an important factor in the calculation of aerodynamic drags. As you move towards the back of the bike, for example, within the handlebars on the brakes, they're brake sensors. The power meter is down near the crank. There are also sensors that can be worn on the cyclist's body to measure his fit. Heart rate monitors can go on the chest. So, the computer of the system can be actually built into the frame. So there are components that go all over the bike, and they're not just centrally located in one place. This product is intended for all levels of cyclists. It's basically intended for any cyclist that wants to improve the efficiency of his riding, his training, or his racing. And you don't have to race. If you want to improve the efficiency of your training, it's a great tool. Cyclists today, amateur cyclists, they go out and they buy aerodynamic wheels, and they buy helmets, and they buy this, and they buy that. And they're not actually sure what they're getting when they're buying these things. What this system is going to allow you to do is actually measure that and understand, what really makes a difference. We've gone to great efforts to make sure that the smart bike technology is going to integrate with devices and software that people already have. So for example, we'll use the most common power meters, we'll use the most common heart rate monitors, speed sensors, as well as adding our own. As well, we'll integrate with the most common softwares, things like Strava, things like Garmin Connect, things like Training Peaks. These are all things that we believe, A, are great tools, B, people don't want to give up. People have invested a lot of time and money into, and it's really important that we connect to these existing software and hardware platforms. Personally, I was very passionate about this project when I started working with Argon on it, and I thought it was really interesting and really cool. But this opportunity to work with a team like Astana, one of the top cycling teams in the world, and to actually see the technology that a bunch of engineers back in Montreal are developing on the bikes of a guy like Fabio is just something that, it's out of this world and unimaginable. And I've been doing engineering work for many, many years, and this is probably one of the coolest days that, that I've experienced ever.